Hello and welcome. So we've got another game that was picked on the random number game list thing that I'm doing in this series. It's the King Arthur role-playing Wargame, I think it is. A very interesting game. Pretty much, it's like Total War, set in the fictional time of King Arthur, with magic and knights and powerful units in that sort of respect. Had fun with this when I first bought it, but we'll jump in and we'll show you what it's like. The story's quite interesting, it's quite well designed. Definitely worth, if you enjoy war games like Total War, might be worth a look. But yeah, we'll carry on, we'll jump in and we'll have a look at this now. We'll put it on the hard, on the normal setting, because hard is very hard.
It all began in the darkest years of Britannia, after Uther Pendragon, the last great king, died. It was then that the wizard Merlin summoned the warring rulers from their petty kingdoms. They all saw a great stone, and in the middle there was a sword inscribed with strange letters that said, "Only the true king can pull out this sword." When Arthur, the son of Uther Pendragon, pulled the sword out of the stone, suddenly everything changed in Britannia. In the wilderness, monsters awoke from their sleep. The air crackled around ancient stone circles. Something terrible happened, a cataclysm that changed the land and unleashed the tide of a terrible war. The ancient race of the Sidhe returned from the realm of twilight and thorns. And then came the knights. They were like giants wearing black steel and wielding strange weapons. They were powerful and invincible warriors. They might be the only hope in this age of wonders and mayhem. So begins the tale of King Arthur and his Knights of the Round Table.
Okay, so here we are. The Book of Beginnings. Interesting name for the first chapter. But yeah, to start the game, basically tutorial, first levels and stuff.
Sir, I am your foster father, and I brought you up as my own flesh and blood. You are my king, and I promise that I shall not fail you. However, you are still inexperienced with the ways of warfare. I would be glad if I could give you advice from time to time. And please accept the sword of my son, your foster brother, Sir Kay, who will be your faithful knight.
Okay, so start off with our first knight and our first little army. So what we've got to do, follow the tutorials for a bit. So it's just giving us a basic rundown of movement and how to control a character.
Ready to serve.
Yeah. Okay, so we've got to go walk over and attack this first army.
Attack!
Okay, so we've got, looks like a couple of rebel swordsmen and 3 archers. So suggesting we fight this battle, yeah. Get used to the combat system, show it off. Just get the loading screen. Get used. That's the only thing with this. You've got to get used to slow loading screens. They're not long, but they are there.
Your first task is to defeat the rebels who won't accept you as their king. They have burned down the village and set up their camp around the old keep.
Okay, so we now start. We've got our knight in his heavy infantry. We've got yeah, so we've got 3 different formations again. Selecting units, tutorials and stuff. Where it is very much like Total War in that respect of the battles. You move them, you set them up, you send them off. You work out how your attack strategy and then you attack. Some units are stronger against others, some weak against others. It's basically you've got to work out your attack beforehand and work out the fly. It's not, I don't think it would be, say, as expansive as medieval Total War was, where you have to countering unit types was definitely a better strategy than just throwing everything at one enemy. Just throwing everything forward and seeing what happened. In addition, you get a little bit more flexibility with some of the spells, like we'll see soon enough with the Sakei's spell. It comes in quite useful when you're fighting ranged attackers.
The rebels are guarding the river, and they have brought archers with them. Kill them all. Use your spell, the Fog of Avalon.
As we just informed. So we've got to use the Fog of Avalon to reduce the sight. Use the sight of the archers in sort of a mist or cloud across the entire battlefield. Reduces sort of long range weaponry to half, which gives you a chance to cover quite an expansive amount of ground, because archers' range is quite a long way and they do a lot of damage. They will murder people running towards them. Let's just set up different infantry units just to charge across this field. It's like this horde spread out is definitely worth using against archers, because it spreads out units a little bit further in their ranks. Against horsemen, they'll get absolutely nailed in that formation. They won't even stand a chance. But long range archers, that formation is definitely worth doing just to reduce this little bit of damage they're going to take from the close range arrows and the hail of arrows that we put down on them as they run across this field. So we'll start it very soon when I just make sure that I've got everyone set. There we go. So there's the Fog of Avalon, which just absolutely reduces the archer's range in half. Which gives you a massive chance just to run across the entire field. Go, my minions, charge! Just pause it and just make sure that we're all attacking the right units that I'm on. Because we don't want crossover really, we're all one unit on each field, pretty much. So K is definitely worth using to take out the infantry part. So we'll double on one. Okay, let's see how this plays out. It should work out fine. But there's always a chance that it's going to go horribly wrong and I'm going to play this stupid.
The rest of the rebellious army awaits you at the old tower. Destroy them all!
Okay, so we've now got to destroy the last couple of units. Not too hard. This is just basically a tutorial fight anyway, so it's just doing the basics of the combat and how the hurt works. Very, very basic things. Just do the speed of it, because it's quite a distance to travel. That's one thing, these maps are quite big. So if you are placed a long way away, and you spread out your armies later on, quite a distance apart, and you get ambushed by 3 or 4 units, it's very difficult to get one set of units from one end of the map to the other, because they are quite big. But you want to try and like maneuver in a way that's useful to you, because the enemy are quite knowledgeable about how they fight. They're not idiots, that they won't charge straight into a field of archers and just watch their men get killed, and they will use spells quite well to annihilate a lot of your force later on when you start fighting. Bigger units and doing passive sieges and things, it becomes very hard. As time ticks on, you can't just literally build a massive army and go conquering in one turn, because the enemies stay level with you in the way they raise their armies, so it becomes very sort of attacking early to get certain things might be worth it for some ones, but if you build up a big army, the enemy build up with you as well, so it's a big trade-off to just stay and just train and get your sort of to taking on things. But that's that mission done. Just charging in and finishing off the last couple of units. Oh, excuse me. I don't know why I'm yawning. Okay, so as it was a training fight, you don't lose any of your men, and I now gain some archers and some horsemen.
Yes, my lord.
And now we just get a bit more of the basic tutorial of how to end this here. Yeah, showing you how to get detailed information on your characters, on your units as well. Like these horsemen are leveled up, so they're going to be very, very useful. As you can see, they've got one sword, one defense, all this down the bottom, whereas everything else is basically level 0 or level 1, as we like to call it in our hero knight. Level 1 as well. Got some experience from that fight, so we'll level up at some point. And then we've got loads of different skills and ways we can tech him up in different ways to make him more suited to a certain style, or however we want him to fight. Because you will get, if you get a lot of knights and you have to manage them well and put them in. If you put them in the right fiefdoms, you give them certain places, you'll get more out of some than you will out of others in certain places. Some are good at questing for sacred items or going on quests. And now we're in the next turn, we need to free Cornwall from these rebels and take it over for ourselves, so we have to go and fight. And this fight takes us through the idea of, like, we can choose what battlefield we want to fight on. Each one is slightly different and has different terrain features and things, so it allows you to have some control over the battlefield you're going to fight on. Well, it has unless you have full control over the battlefield you want to fight on, but it also allows you to plan. So if you've got an army full of archers, hills, more hills than flat land, probably. So you can stand on the top of the hill, fire down, which makes the enemies charging towards you stamina run out faster. And these are all like victory conditions, so you can't just stay in one place and just defend that one point, because the enemy can win just by taking 4 of the 5 flags. If they take 4 of the 5, your morale will drop a lot quicker, even if you're not losing people, so it makes the fight a lot harder. So it's always worth taking 2 or 3 of these flags and trying to keep them from the enemy. So light horsemen, perfect for this, because you can send them out riding to steal certain ones, which is what I'm going to do. I'm going to send horses out to take the top left flag and the top right flag, and I'm going to send the rest of my units to the middle flag. I think that will be the plan. We'll hold the middle flag while the horses take the top left and top right flags. So we get 3 and they only get 2, which gives us a slight morale advantage, I believe. Yeah, we'll take this one with the army. So we'll place the archers and the foot soldiers there. Oh man, shouldn't be tired. Come on, wake up. Bit of a slap in the face. Right. Go people, stand your ground. Minions.
Infantry. Archers.
Right, I think that's fine. Yeah, that looks good. So let's start the battle. So the enemy have appeared atop that big hill in front of us, so send the horsemen straight over there, galloping as fast as they can. And we'll set the
Infantry.
yeah, we'll set everyone else up on this position.
Infantry. Infantry. Cavalry. Archers. Cavalry. Archers. Cavalry. Archers. Fire. Infantry.
Okay, so we'll just set the archers up out front for now with the infantry set behind them. Just so we can ping away at the forces as the enemy runs across the open field between us. Set the archers to try. If we set the archers to try and kill the enemy's archers, that'll be worth. Oh, wow! Excuse me again. Yeah, we'll kill off the enemy archers first, so that we don't lose that many soldiers to them. Because I want my infantry to charge and take out the opposite infantry. I'm sure that this will work. I don't know if it will work well or work badly, but we'll find out now.
Infantry. Attack!
looks like we've won this. Enemy morale is completely dropping. There we go. Okay, so we lost 47 soldiers. Nice. Not a bad run. But again, I think with this battle we get all of our men replenished. We don't actually it doesn't actually cost us anything as far as I know. And we get a couple more. We get some more infantry and we get some more heavy footmen. And there we own Cornwall. It's now part of King Arthur's land.
Greetings to you, my lord. In Uther Pendragon's time, the two neighbours, Dorset and Dumnonia, were the two most influential provinces of the south. Now King Idris, the tyrant of Dorset, has decided that the time is right to raid the neighbouring lands. King Mark, the rightful ruler of Dumnonia, is preparing for the fight. Each of these kings wants your help, and each offers a different reward.
Right, so now we get to see some more of the system, the quest system and stuff. So here we go, we've got whichever one we want to choose, so we can either be a tyrant or rightful king. Either one gives you different bonuses, different rewards, because you unlock different units and different units, and just different units if you're rightful or a tyrant. And then also, if you depending on which religion you follow, if you follow the old religion or Christianity, you also unlock different units regarding that way of the trees, and also different spells regarding which way you go in those trees as well. But I think with the reward of getting a new hero, we'll go with helping King Mark. So we've got to kill his opposite. But now it's winter. Winter, the seasons are interesting. Seasons are a way of doing it. Winter allows us to level up all of our units if they've got enough experience to level up. It's the only time it happens is during winter. Spring is the best time for adventuring. So going on the quests, they'll come up later on. Summer, best time to fight. Autumn, best time to sort out all your cities and building stuff in cities and harvests, because you get your food and your gold and your taxes all come in autumn. Just levelling up a few of my characters here. There's quite a few different skills, different classes as well. He's a warlord. There's I think there's sages, which are sort of wizardy classes, and champion is the other class, I believe, for your heroes. Each have their own set of class skills, which are what we've got here. So he's got tactics, liege lord, things like that. And you've got these base skills which you can use, which anyone can take. They do differ slightly between classes, but most of them are similar. The class skills are completely different in how they work. And then once you take the basic one, you can unlock second tier stuff. Like Sakei, definitely is one of the ones that I use a lot as more of a reigning lord, someone who stays and earns us money and food from giving him fiefdoms and stuff. Don't know if it works well, because I've never completed this game. I always seem to get stuck after I take. The thing is, after you get before you get the choice of picking which Camelot you want to take, because there's two places that Camelot can be built, and it's quite hard to get to, but that could just be I'm shocking in this game. But we'll see how shocking I am. We'll do the next battle after we've leveled up everyone. I'm more a fan of archers in this, because three or four units worth of archers is devastating on a battlefield. But yeah, let's get on with this battle.
Attack! Infantry! 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 Cavalry! Infantry! Archers! Archers!
Okay. So we've got our units set. I think again we'll send the horsemen out to take a few of the flags. No, it looks like a good setup now. Let's get the archers back a bit.
Archers!
I think my plan will be to go up on the hill with the lightning and take that.
Infantry! Archers!
Where
Cavalry!
did the enemy spawn? Oh right, the enemy spawn over there. So yeah, we'll go up here and we'll take this position. This hill is perfect for archers, and we'll send the cavalry out now to go take a few of the flags. Speed up time a bit and get everyone set.
Archers!
Yeah, archers forward, archers in front, then infantry behind. We can always retreat the archers back. Behind the infantry when they get close. Yeah, that's definitely the plan. So we'll speed it up. We'll get everyone set.
Archers!
There we go. But I sprinted them up the hill because they're going to have time to recover their stamina. What are they? Axemen. So they're not pikemen, so they're not that much of a problem for cavalry, but yeah, we'll charge them out and see how well we do. This might be a big mistake. Might be.
Archers!
Especially if they get caught in the woods, that could be an issue.
Archers!
Oh, one of my archers not set where they need to be.
Cavalry! Archers!
Yeah, the cavalry should make it before the axemen get to the woods, which is good. Right, archers on archers.
Fire!
We've also got a couple of spells now. We've taken a couple of flags, which is quite useful. You get this lightning spell to use at some point. They've got to be within a certain range of the flag to do it. Like here, so we'll try it now.
Infantry!
I think sages that can get that power is quite devastating. But yeah, that's another good reason to take the flags as well. You get the special bonuses from them.
Infantry! Attack!
There we go, we'll send the infantry in because the archers have done their job.
Attack! Infantry!
Nailed the enemy archers down.
Attack! Infantry! Attack! Infantry! Attack!
Charge, my pretties!
Archers!
Go, go, go! Oh, pardon me. Yeah, I'm going to have the archers retreat just because there's no point in having them sat in the middle of combat. turn off their auto fire as well, because they will shoot at my enemy if they're in combat with an enemy unit. Not the best, but we'll drawing the horsemen as well. I think still want them to get absolutely hammered. Yeah, we'll withdraw them and then they can take the other flag. Because they'll outrun the axemen. Yeah, I think the axemen will charge over to try and save their British force, but they're never going to make it. The distance is just too far. Speed up again. So there's no point in sitting here watching them just. Yeah, there we go. That's one unit down. They're losing men quite quickly and rapidly here. No, I'm going to take this third one. Yeah, there we go. Game over. We've lost to them now. A whole one. Yeah, we get more experience. Now we've got nothing else to do this turn, so we'll just end the turn. Yeah, this is what I meant. So you've got rightful, old faith and stuff, so you've got different trees. So if I went rightful and old faith, I would get certain things from the left, up and left. And if you want rightful and Christian, up and right, tyrant and Christian, tyrant and old faith, left, bottom right. So you earn different things depending on what choices you make throughout the quest line and moral choices you make. There we go, so we just end the turn. And then King Mark comes over and joins us. And he gives us himself and 3 other units, which is quite nice. Yep, so now we've got our second hero unit anyway. He's part of the round table there. Yeah, Arthur is not a playable character. So yeah, we've got these few other units we're going to use. But I think what we're going to do is split Mark off into a separate army. So we've got 2 armies roaming the land. That's the wrong button. There we go. So he's now a separate army. So we move him across. Give him a couple of units to go along with. There we go. That should be enough for him. And now we just got to conquer the rest of Dumlonia. So this is where 2 units come in handy, because they only got so many movement points on the map.
On my way. Yes, my king.
Got to remember to click off of people before I click other places, otherwise they'll start moving to. We'll get misclicks and then we'll get rage and saltiness.
Hear my words, my good and gracious lord. A new conflict is brewing in the south. It revolves around the fate of a wealthy province, Salisbury. King Idris, the tyrannical ruler of Dorset in the south, is preparing for an attack, and the rightful king of Somerset is gathering his forces to protect Salisbury from the north. Both Dorset and Somerset want you to help them in their battle for Salisbury, and they both offer long-term alliances.
Okay, so we've got the next quest in here, but I think we're going to leave it there for now. If you want to see more of this, again, with any of these videos that I'm doing, with these random numbered game video series thing, don't know if that's a good name for it, but it's what I came up with. Yeah, if you want to see any more of these, like or leave comments on these videos. Anything at all is useful. yeah, so thank you very much for watching again. I might continue playing this on my own time, just because it's piqued my interest again of wanting to actually see how this game goes. I might record a little bit randomly or do a live stream with it if it works, because it's quite old, it's quite a difficult game to get working properly, and the frame rate was a bit poor when I recorded it, but yeah. Again, thank you for watching. If you want to see more, you know what to do.